Here's what Pascal said. Start, gonna make a Christmas tree. We're gonna start with the 1 here and 2 ones on the edge. You'll see what the purpose of that in a minute. So people say, do I have to memorize Pascal triangle? There is no memorizing. What's 1 plus 1?
2.
Put it in the middle. 2 ones at the end. What's 1 and 2?
3.
2 and 1. 3. 1's at the end. 1 and 3. 4. 3 and 3. 6. 3 and 1. 1's at the end again. Always 1's at the end. 1 and 4. 4 and 6.
10.
6 and 4.
10.
4 and 1.
5. 1 and 1.
And I'm out of room. Dang it.
And we'll do one more, but it keeps going. 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. How is that going to help me?
So, like, is there like a formula or that's it?
No, we're going to do something with it. There's a reason for that. Let's say I gave you, Amanda, this problem. So, well, I can do that. I don't have to learn anything new. Just FOIL it. What's x times x? What's x times y? xy. What's y times x? Another xy or yx, doesn't really matter. Y squared. That's x squared plus what? 2xy plus y squared. What's the number here? What's the number here?
2.
What's the number here?
1. Huh. So what about it?
So can I go now without having to do this if I gave you x plus y to the 5th without having to multiply this 5 times? This is the 5th. See this one? That's the 2, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th power. The 6th power, these are my numbers in the front. So here we go. Let me write them down. 1, leave a space. There's more stuff is going to go there. 5, 10, 10, 5, and 1. And we're going to start with x raised to the 5th power, y raised to the 0 power, plus. So you start with this one being raised to that number, and this is to 0. And after that, each time you decrease 1 from x, and you increase 1 for y. So this will be what? X to what power? 4th, y to what power? 1. Plus x to what power? Y to what power? Plus x to what power? Y to what power? X to what power? 1. Y to what power? 4. And the last one, x to the 0. Y to what power? 5. Now anything to the 0 power is what? 1. So you can erase this and that's your answer.
Wait, what?
Y to the 0 is 1. You don't have to write it. And x to the 0 is 1. You don't put it there.
Oh, yeah.
So if you take them out, that's x plus y to the 5th power. You can do any power, expand that using that method. It's called Pascal Triangle. Let's practice color more.
But what if it's instead of a 5, it's like 1,000?
Well, 1,000, then pray. Because you got to do this a long time.
So it doesn't really work.
Well, 1,000, that means you're going to have 1,001 terms.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I don't know where you're going to see that.
You're not.
Yeah.
It's not the homework either?
If it's a homework, just I'll take a 0. I'm not wasting my whole month. Now, let's try another one. Let's say we have 2x minus 1 to the power of 4. Well, this method actually works when when this sign's plus. So I'm going to play with this. I'm going to make it what? 2x plus what? A negative 1 to the power 4th. So when the power is 4, the numbers are what? Let's look at the Pascal triangle. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. Bless you. Start with 2x to what power? 4. Negative 1 to what power? 0. 2x to what power? 3. Negative 1 to what power? 1. 2x to the power of 2. Negative 1 to the power 2. 2x to the power of 1. Negative 1 to the power 3. 2x to the power of 0. Negative 1 to the power of 4. And now simplify each one of these and we're done with this problem.
Wait, so what's our final answer supposed to be?
Well, let's see. What's minus 1 to the 0 power? 1. 1 times 1 still 1. What is 2 to the 4th power? 2 to the 4th, 16. So this will be 16x to the 4th. Let's look at this one. This piece inside is what? Just that piece. 8x cubed, right? So what's 8 times 4 times a minus 1? Negative 32 x to the 3rd. The next piece. What is 2x the whole thing squared? 4x squared, right? And what's minus 1 squared? 1. What's 1 times 4 times 6? 24x squared. Minus 1 cubed is minus 1. What's minus 1 times 4 times 2? Negative 8, and there's the x, right? Anything to the 0 power is 1. What's negative 1 to the 4th power? And that's your answer.
That's our final answer?
Yep.
We don't have to combine lecture?
Can't. There's no. Yeah.
I love the execute.
So, but if you didn't know this method, the only other way to do it is by multiplying this by itself 4 times. Do the first 2, get an answer. Do the last 2, get an answer. Then multiply them out. This actually gets you the answer a lot quicker.
And also on that note, the minuses, they interchange.
Well, that's because the power is odd, even, odd, even. When it's odd, it's a negative. When it's even, it's positive. So if I have, for example, if I do this, it could get a little bit ugly there, like 2x, since you asked that one, minus 3y to the 6th power. Let's get ugly with it.
It's going to get alternative.
So this will be 2x plus negative 3y to what power? Power of 6. Where's my 6 here? Here the number for 6. Let's put them down. And I will have to write really small here. 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. This has to be 2x to what power? 6. Negative 3y to what power? 0. There's a plus here. I don't know if you can see the plus. 2x to what power? 5. Negative 3y to what power? 1 plus 2x to the power of 4 negative 3y squared plus 2x to the power of 3 negative 3y to the power of 3 plus 2x to the power of 2 negative 3y to the power of 4 plus 2x to the power of 1 negative 3y to the power of 5, right? Plus 2x to the power of 0 negative 3y to the power of 6. Now this one I'm going to find each piece separate because otherwise it gets too big to do it in one step. What is 2 to the 6? 64? So it's 1 times 64x, and anything to the 0 power is 1. Plus 6 times 2 to the 5th, that's 32. Oh, that's x to the 6 here. 32x to the 5th times negative 3y. Plus, write small, 15 times 2 to the 4th, which is what? 16x to the 4th. And this will be a plus 9y squared. Plus, I'm trying to write small, but there's no way I can fit them on one line, so I might as well just give up right now and just continue. This will be what? 20. 2 cubed, that's what? 8x to the 3rd. Negative 27y to the 3rd. Plus 15. 4x squared. 81y to the 4th. Plus 6 times 2x times negative, I think that's 243. The last one, 1 times 1 times what? What's negative 3 to the 6? Ugh.
What is it?
3 to the 6.
729.
729y to the 6. Now we're just going to clean it. 1 times 64 times 1. 64x to the 6. This will be a minus 18 times 32. 576 x to the 5th y. Next one's plus 15 times 16 times 9. 2160 x to the 4th y squared. Oh, it'll be a minus. Twenty times 8 times what? 27? 4320. I forgot where I am. I think x cubed, y cubed. 60 times 81. 4860. X squared. Oh yeah. Which one?
Next one.
Oh, next one. Yeah. X squared. Y to the 4th. Next one will be a minus 12 times 243. 2916 x y to the 5th. And the last one is what? 729 y to the 6th.
So that's what we're going to type in as our answers?
That's your answer, yes.
Oh my God. Weird.
So make sure when you write them in, your eyes open, you have a cup of coffee next to you. There's the chance of typing a wrong number.
Is high.
Drink all of the coffee in
Yeah.
one
The
head. and then do
variables
it.
are not bad, but the coefficients, that's what's gonna be the problem. Coefficients before those